Namaskaram. In this video, I'm going to talk about the importance of doing Sradh for our ancestors and what are the differences between by doing it in Gaya and also at Rameswaram. The reason for this video is recently I've come across few people and I heard from them that because they have done a Gaya Sradh one time in their life, they don't need to continue to do Sradh again, which is a very wrong concept. And it made me think about making this video. Why do we do Sradh? Sradh is done to assist our deceased ancestors' soul into the spiritual journey. In other words, we are repaying the debts for our ancestors. Some people might say, in Hindus, we believe that incarnation is there, and when the soul is departed, depending upon the good or bad deeds that they have done, they take rebirth sooner or later after 1 year, because it takes one calendar year, human calendar year, for them to reach the Atmaloka, and then they take a different form. If that is the case, for whom are we doing the Sradh? If they have taken, the soul has taken another form, why do we need to feed? It is the pind and the water that we give that gives them the energy to the departed souls. So when we do the Sradh, we do the pind and water. An easy example is, if you are living in Australia, the currency here is Australian dollars. And when you go to a different country, like Japan, China, Thailand, Korea, anywhere, you need to convert that into their country currency to use there. The same way, when we give the pind and water, wherever the soul is, in whichever form they have taken rebirth, for example, if they have taken a rebirth as a cow, then they will get the pind and water that we are offering in the form of grass for their food. They have taken fish, they'll be in the water. And if they are birds, they will get the bird feeds. Like that, how the currency gets exchanged, the same way the Sradh that we do reaches our ancestors in whichever form they have taken the rebirth. Now, the offering of pind, dhan and water constantly, like every year, and even on new moon days, Amavasya days, to our ancestors, it decreases their materialistic attractions or attachments, and the souls will obtain their spiritual growth. Who can do the Sradh? The Sradh can be done only by the son of the parent. If they don't have sons, if they have got only daughters, then the son-in-law is allowed to do it, or the wife is allowed to do it. But other than that, if a person has got a son, no matter, it is the son's responsibility to do the Sradh. And the reason for that is Hindus believe there is a hell named Puta, and we don't want our ancestors, our parents to go into that Puta, hell. So when the son does the Sradh and offer Pinddan and water, our elders will not go to Puta. And because the son protects the parents from going into the hell of Puta, that is why he is called Putra. Now, let us go back to Gaya Sradh. Gaya Sradh is done for our ancestors when we are living. And as to start with, I said, our 1 year, that is 6 months of Uttarayana and 6 months of the Dakshinayana period. Uttarayana is from January to June, and Dakshinayana is from July to December, which is evening and night period. For Devas, Pitrus, our ancestors, the departed souls. So 1 year for us is 1 day for them. Now, when we are eating food, in a day we eat at least 1 time, 1 meal a day minimum. Just because we have had food today, we are not going to skip for not eating for rest of our life. We will be hungry and we need food. The same way, the departed souls, ancestors, Pitrus, once a year when we give them the food, every year which is their next day, we need to feed them by doing Sradh. Now, astrologers would have told, by analyzing your natal chart, one person's natal chart, that there is Pitru Dosh and that needs to be cleared. How or what is the position that gives them the chance to talk about Pitru Dosh is when in the 5th or 9th house, the planets are depleted. We call that, especially sun or moon, is affected by Rahu or Ketu in the 9th house. Or if Saturn, Mars and Rahu occupies in the it indicates the ancestral affiliations. The karmic debts that our ancestors have left and their unhappiness could cause Pitru Dosh. At Gaya, a person who is doing Sradh every year can go and do at Gaya, which has got the Vishnu path, where it is done, it will reach the ancestors and make them very, very happy. Whereas in Rameswaram, if for whatever reason, whether it is financial reason, health reason, or non-believing it or work-related, if a person hasn't been able to do the Sradh on a regular basis for their ancestors, then Rameswaram is the place where they can go and get the Tila Homam done. Tila Homam can be done only when the ocean is there. At Gaya, we have got only the river Ganges. There is no doubt river Ganges is the sacred river, but ocean is a place where when it is done, the Tila Homam can be done. Now, to rectify the whatever has been left out, for whatever reason, those Sradh and those ancestors' unhappinesses are cleared by performing Tila Homam at Rameswaram. And Rameswaram, we have got Agni Tirth, and they do the ancestral pujas there. They have snan there. They get the Tila Homam done, and then they go all the way to Dhanushkoti, which is down south. And there in the Setu Samutra, they have the performance done. That way, all the Pitrus, they get their share of food and they will bless the individual whoever is doing it. Now, even Lord Rama, during Ramayana period, when he had to go to Sri Lanka to get Sita from there, who got captured by Ravana, he killed Ravana, and to clear his Hati Dosh, Brahma Hati Dosh, he came to Rameswaram and he did the Tarpanam here. And also another thing is, normally when we go to beach, the ocean, you cannot have snan other than few days in any part of the world in the beach. When there is a death in the family, or when there is a childbirth, or when it is a Uttarayana Punyakal or Dakshinayana Punyakal, starting of the Uttarayana or Dakshinayana, or when there is new moon, Uttarayana new moon, or Dakshinayana new moon, that is when people go to the ocean side, beach side, to do the tarpan and have snan in the beach. Other than that, any ordinary day, if somebody is going to a beach and having snan, when they come home, they are supposed to have snan again. But the only exception is at Rameswaram. Rameswaram is a place where 365 days a person can have snan, that is bath, in the ocean. And it is a very holy place. And when I was talking to a priest, he told me at Rameswaram near Agni Tirtha, the ocean is called the male ocean, and at the Setu Samutra, it is female, male and female. Because when we say male and female, the waves won't be very strong at one place. At one place, the waves will be stronger. And that is the only place we are allowed to have the snan and do the tarpan for our ancestors. So, it is a must, and to please our ancestors, to get the Shraddhs done on a regular basis. And if for whatever reason, if it is not done in the family, that could have an impact on the children, the next generation. They might have very good qualification, but they won't be able to flourish up in this life. They won't get the opportunities to climb up, or there'll be health issues. There'll be debts, unnecessary debts will incur. Their children's their children wedding could get delayed, or not a happy married life for the children, or they might have issues with having childbirth. And these are all the reasons that, if finding out from our ancestors, from our parents, if the Sradh has been done in a proper way or not, and then to check the horoscopes, and if needed, get a Tila Homam done at Rameswaram, which has benefited many people with whom I know of. And I thought I will share this information with you for whoever is interested, and you can share it among your friends who might be interested to know the importance, information on Sanatan Dharma. Thank you.